Today I'm going to talk about 31 common errors in English. The first is, myself is Mukesh Patel. Now, people, when they introduce themselves, very often they use myself at the beginning. Now, myself is a reflexive pronoun, so it cannot be used at the beginning of a sentence. You should say, my name is Mukesh Patel, or I am Mukesh Patel. Myself is a reflexive pronoun, so you can use it like this. I wrote the letter myself. I went there myself. The second sentence is, I am working here since 10 years. Now in this sentence, there are two serious problems. One, 10 years is a period of time, and for any period of time we require for 10 years. And another problem is, when we talk about any action which started in the past and is still going on, we require the present perfect continuous tense, that is, has or have and been and the ing form of the verb. So the correct sentence is, I have been working here for 10 years. I have been working here for 10 years. The third sentence is, he thinks that he is good in English. Now in English, as we know, certain words are followed by certain fixed prepositions. You cannot change them. For example, good is followed by at when we are talking about skills. So we say he is good at English, he is good at mathematics, he is good at music. So the correct sentence is, he thinks that he is good at English. Number 4, she did a mistake yesterday. Now this is a problem of collocation. Collocation means the company that words keep. Here the word mistake does not collocate with do. So in English, do a mistake is not possible. We should say make a mistake or commit a mistake. So the correct sentence is, she made a mistake yesterday. The fifth sentence is, according to me, he is not a good player. Now, according to is normally used for others' opinions. According to the latest news, according to my teacher, according to the Bible. But when we want to give our own opinion, then we require to my mind, or in my view, or in my opinion. To my mind, he is a good player. In my view, he is a good player. The next is, as soon as he will arrive, we'll start our work. Now here we are talking about the future time. He hasn't arrived yet, but as soon as he arrives, in time clauses we don't use will, we use the simple present tense. So as soon as he arrives, we will start our work. There are other time clauses. For example, when he comes, we will start our work. Wait here till he returns. After he goes home, you can start your work. So after, before, till, until, as soon as, they form time clauses, and when they are used for the future time, we use the simple present tense. So as soon as he arrives, we will start our work. The next is, Dr. Joshi was one of the best teacher of English. Now in this sentence, we are talking about one of many. So that many, that group, has to be in plural. So the correct sentence is, Dr. Joshi was one of the best teachers of English. He is one of the best students. India is one of the best countries. So one of the is followed by a plural noun. The next is, he gave me some informations. Now in English, certain nouns are always in singular or in uncountable form. So the word information is a non-count form. We cannot make it plural. So he gave me some information. A similar word is, say, news. News is a non-count noun. Furniture. You can say, I liked the furniture in your house. You can't say furnitures. Furniture. The next is, he is having a factory at Vapi. Now, when we talk about possession, the verb have cannot be used in the ing form. So, he has a factory at Vapi. Many students, by mistake, they say, I am having a dictionary. Actually, they should say, I have a dictionary. The next is, he is elder than I am. Now the word elder is not used for comparison. When we want to compare ages, we should use older than or younger than. The word elder is used just before a noun. For example, he is my elder brother and she is my elder sister. That's it. So the correct sentence is, he is older than I am. Or you can say, he is older than me. Both are possible. Next is 11. He made us to write at home. Now here the verb make is used in the causal form, causal construction. So in causal construction, when we force somebody to do something, we don't use to plus verb. We just use the main verb, infinitive. So he made us write at home. Not to write, just write. The next 12, he put off his shoes and went in. Now here the interesting part is phrasal verbs. In English, many verbs are followed by fixed prepositions and they have fixed meanings. Sometimes they are illogical. For example, when you wear your shoes, you can say put on. You wear your shirt, so there also you can say put on. But when you remove it, when you remove your shoes, for example, you take off your shoes, you take off your shirt. So the opposite of put on is take off. So the answer here is, he took off his shoes and went in. 13. He returned back at 5 o'clock. Now here the verb return means to come back. So we don't require the word back again. So he returned at 5 o'clock or he came back at 5 o'clock, not returned back. 14. I look forward to meet you. Now in English, certain fixed expressions are followed by the ing form of the verb. Look forward to is one of them, and very important and very useful. So we should say, I look forward to meeting you. When you apply to some company, then in your application at the end, you might write, I look forward to serving you, or I look forward to getting a positive reply. So I look forward to meeting you. Next is 15. He went there by foot. Now you can say by bus, by car, by air, by sea, by plane. But when you don't use any vehicle, you can say I went there on foot. So the answer is, he went there on foot. 16. He works more harder than me. Now here, this is a very common mistake. When we have the comparative form, harder, better, faster, taller, at that time we don't require more. So we say, he works harder than me, not more harder, harder. More is required when the adjective is long and it doesn't have the ER form. For example, she is more beautiful than my cousin. He is more hardworking than my uncle. Next is 17. I could write 5 pages yesterday. Now, normally could is used for general ability in the past. For example, when I was a child, I could run fast. When I was in school, I could draw well. So that was my general ability. But when I talk about one specific event in the past, I should say I was able to, or I managed to, or I succeeded in. So I was able to write 5 essays yesterday. Yesterday I had a lot of work, but in spite of that, I managed to write 5 essays. Next, 18. I have seen the Taj Mahal in 1995. Now here, when the past time is given, we cannot use has or have, because has or have plus past participle, that structure talks about completion of an action but not time. We cannot give time. And when you give the past time, it is compulsory to use the simple past tense. So the answer is I saw the Taj Mahal in 1995. If you work in a company, your boss will ask you, have you finished the work? So you can just say, yes, I have finished my work. He is not interested in time. He is just interested whether you have finished the work or not. And if you want to give specific time, then you can say, I finished my work at 8 o'clock. I finished my work yesterday. The next 19. I study between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now here, between is always followed by and, between A and B. So we can say I study between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Or if you want to keep 2 as it is, then you might say I study from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. But both these sentences can have different meanings. 20. I want to go to England for learning English. Now, when there is an action and when you want to give the purpose of that action, we generally use to plus verb, not for plus ing. So I want to go to England to learn English. For plus ing is used when we are talking about some tools, some piece of equipment. For example, a pair of scissors are for cutting. A camera is for taking photographs. The next is 21. I wish I know his phone number. Now this sentence expresses a regret. Actually you want to convey that you don't have his phone number. So for that we have a pattern, I wish plus simple past tense. So I wish I knew his phone number, but actually I don't know. 22. If he will come here, I will help him. Now, if is a conditional sentence here, and the conditional part obviously talks about the future time, but in English we express condition using the simple present tense. So if he comes here, I will help him. This is similar to one of our previous sentences related to time clauses. So in English, time clauses and conditional clauses referring to future time use actually the simple present tense. If he works hard, he will get success. After he comes here, we will start our work. As soon as he comes, we will go home. Next, 23. I am used to live in a cold climate. Now here, used to has 2 different patterns with 2 different meanings. When you say used to plus verb, you are talking about your past habit or situation. I used to play cricket when I was a child. And if you talk about current habit, then you can say am, is, are and used to and the ing form. So I'm used to working hard. I'm used to reading a lot. There's nothing new about it. I'm used to working hard. I'm used to living in this kind of environment. Next, 24. I want to go abroad. Now the expression is go abroad. I want to go abroad, not go to abroad. Go to school, go to the market, they are possible. But with abroad, we say go abroad. 25. It is time you answer their letter. Now this is a special pattern similar to I wish pattern that we saw just a few minutes ago. After I wish, we use the simple past tense for the present meaning. In the same way, after it is time, we use the simple past tense for present or future meaning. So it's time you answered their letter. Answered, past tense form. You can also make it more emphatic by using it is high time you answered the letter. It's time the government took some steps to control pollution. It's time you started preparing for your exams. If it is very late in the evening and children are still playing, then parents might say, "Children, it's time you went to bed." 26. Little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Now this is a proverb. Here the expression is a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. In fact, little knowledge is not dangerous. A little knowledge is dangerous. If you have little knowledge about, say, repairing your car, you will not even try to open the engine or do something. But suppose you have a little knowledge, that means some knowledge, then you will try to repair it and then you will create more problems. So a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. 27. The news on television are always bad. Now, news is a non-count noun. You can't say a news or plural form of news. News are not possible. So the news on television is always bad. The news is. 28. The police is inquiring into the murder case. Now here, the police as a noun is always used in the plural form. The police are inquiring into the murder case. The police are investigating the crime. 29. There were less students than I had expected. Now in English we have nouns in either count form or non-count form. So countables and uncountables. For countables, you use few, fewer and fewest. And for quantity nouns, uncountable nouns, you use little, less and least. So here our noun is students and it's a count noun. So we should say there were fewer students than I had expected. Next, 30. They are married for 10 years. Now here, 10 years is a period of time from past to present. So are is not possible. For past to present, we always require has or have. So they have been married for 10 years. He is busy, that is for now, but he has been busy for 3 hours. Next, 31, the last sentence. Where is my pant? Now this is a very common mistake. Pant is usually in the plural form, pants, like jeans, trousers, scissors, binoculars, pajamas, shorts. So where are my jeans? Where are my pants? Where are my trousers? So friends, I hope you like this video. These are some common grammatical errors. I will prepare some more videos containing common errors in English. If you like this video, please rate it, share it with your friends and family, and do subscribe to my channel Fluentlingua. If you want some information about our courses, language courses, please visit our website www.fluentlingua.com. Thank you very much. I am Dharmendra Sheth from Surat.